Okay, so today in this video I'm going to create the Google account, right? You need a Gmail account or a Google account, right? I have already a Google account signed in, right? And I'm going to create the project in the Google, right? So let's follow me here. Need to type console.developers developers.google.com. Type this URL and then it will redirect you on this page, right? Okay, so here what which email you want to use. I want to use this one, and then you need to here you can uncheck this one. This one is basically about update, but this one is mandatory, right? So just click on this agree and continue. Okay, it's now created, right? If you want to get started, let's dismiss this for now, and then I'm going to create a project. So here you need to create a new project, so I'm going to click on this new project. Okay, and here just name this your project. I'm going to add this Google Calendar. I'm going to say Laravel Google Calendar, Laravel Google Calendar, and then you can choose organization, right? But I'm going to skip this out. I don't want to upload anything, right? Just click on this create, and let's wait for a moment to complete this process. Then we will create the APIs keys, credentials, and enable the Google permission. Okay, and by the way, if you are not familiar with this one, I will also type the full URL in the description, so you can simply type this URL, or you can I will also type this in the description so you can see it here, right? Okay, let's go back, and yes, it's open now. Just click on this enable API and services here on the top, right? Click on it, and yes, which service you want to use. I want to use the Google Calendar, right? So it's this one. So just click on this Google Calendar, and then here you need to enable this service, right? So I'm going to enable this out, so let's click on this enable. Okay, let's wait for a moment to complete this process, and then I'm going to go with the credentials. Okay, and yes, it's now authorized. You can use this one, and it's now enabled, right? And then I'm going to go to this credential section here, and then I'm going to click on this stop create credentials. So just click on this create credentials. Here we are going to use the OAuth authentication, right? So we need the OAuth keys. Just click on this OAuth client ID, and then a client is used to identify a single app services. If you are run multiple platform, each need to client ID setting OAuth. Okay, I'm setting this OAuth. Go back, let me do it here. Service ID, yes, I want to, yeah. Here you need to also configure the consent. What you must to perform the consent, right? So it will ask a consent that it will basically allow the user to, do you want to use this service, right? This one is a basically constant. Click on this configure constant. Okay, so here you need to choose the type which you want to use. Only available to user within your organization. Yes, I will use this within my organization. Here I think I don't have any option to select this one, so simply just click the create. It will ask the later too. So here you need to name your app, right, which will ask the constant, like whenever, for example, if you will logged in, you ask the you are logging in the user from their Google account, and then you want to access their Google Calendar, so it will ask the user that this app will access your Google Calendar, right? So this is the this name. So here you need to type the name where which you want to display on the permission side. So laravel calendar, I'm going to ask this. So um, laravel Google calendar. I have also named before this the same, right? I'm going to ask the laravel app Google calendar. I'm going to say like this: laravel app calendar, just not the Google. Laravel app calendar. And then if you want to use a supported email, you can use this is a mandatory. I'm going to use my default email, which is linked with the Gmail email. Here you can use the logo. I'm going to choose my own logo, my own company logo, so this one. And then you can add your home page, and but these are the optional stuff. Here you need the authorization domain. You can add the authorization domain, which domain you want to use this. So I will recommend you to use the localhost 8000. Why? Because if you are using the Laragon, so it consists of two things, like first contain the app name and then dot test, right? So it's contain two words, so it wouldn't allow you to enter the two words name here. This one, add name here, right? For example, if I type this smart lead test, so it will not allow me to enter this, must be top private learn. Okay, I'm going to ask this, get this local host to 8000, that's it. Or here let me add the https http not s to make this a proper URL. Copy this out, must not specify http, invalid when must not specify the scheme. Okay, let me remove this scheme. Why it's I think it's okay, but still it's marking this as, so I'm going to delete this out. I'm not going to add this, I will add this later. And here you can add the developer email, right, for the contact information. So I'm going to on this save. Yeah, it's required. Okay, so let me add view email, who will use this. So I'm going to use this, so this here 801@gmail.com. this one is my university email where I'm CR, and that's why I named this as CR. So let's click on this save, and yes, it's almost done and getting our step, and yes, it's completed. And now what we need to do is here click on this save and continue. Add user, here you can add your test user who will test your application. For example, you want to test your application, so you need to add the test users, right? So otherwise it wouldn't allow you to enter from or log in any of the user. So basically this one is for the testing purposes, who will test this, because this one is not live, right? So make sure to add this one, otherwise if you will not add this any of the user here, you can add this later too. It will throw an exception, it will throw a message that you need to add this email into your user, and then you will add this. So we'll add this later, right? And it's created. And let's move to the credentials. Here I'm going to here click on this credential OAuth client. Yes, here you need to choose your application type. I'm going to choose a web application because basically Laravel is a web. So here you need to type your client name. I'm going to name this Google client. Okay, and then you need to add the authorized URI, right? So here I'm going to type this http. Let me paste my URL here, which I copied before. Obviously I need to enter here, but I'm adding this in the before step. So here you need to also add your redirect URI, and make sure to add this correctly, otherwise it will throw an error that you haven't configured this localhost 8000. And then I'm going to add the Google/redirect. So this URL and your redirection URL, when you are authenticated from the Google, so Google will redirect you on your application. So these both will be same, otherwise it will throw that your URI hasn't matched. Okay, just click on this create, and yes, our this step is created. Here you can get the client ID, client secret. I'm going to click on this OK, and if you press the OK, how you can access this again, you can click on this download button to download this one. So it will download this file. Download, click on this download, and yes, it's downloaded. Or you can also review it from here. Just click on this one is showing the client ID, and this one is a secret. So don't use this account secret. I will delete this account after completing this series. So thank you so much for watching the video. Hope it will help you, and if you are facing any of the issue regarding this video, so post this in the comments box. So I will try to answer your question as much as possible. And you can also here just click on this. So let me go to the new tab here. You can post it on our website solutions.cdlcell.com, where I'm responding, me and my team is responding all of the queries, and I'm solving the user's problem. And then this one is also solved, and this one is also solved, this one is solved, this one is solved, right? So you can post your queries without any cost, and if you need the premium help, you can also contact with us. And if you don't any of our account, you can proceed with the direct contract, and we will help you with the paid membership. So thank you so much for watching the series, and I will meet you in the next one. Bye bye.